All right, today we're going to look at reflections and how reflections work. So for number one, it says the figure shows triangle ABC. Graph the image of the triangle after reflection across the x-axis. So first you need to find the image and then find the x-axis. So here is my x-axis. This is our horizontal line. And our image is going to reflect over the line. So to do a reflection, we start with the original image. The points are the same distance on both sides to the axis. So A is 1, 2, 3 dots away, or 3 dots to the axis. So to do the new image, it's going to be the opposite of 3 down. Then we'll move B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces down to the axis. So we'll go down to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then C is 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then reflection is a mirror image where we flip the image across the axis. So when it's a reflection, it is the same size and same shape, just reflected over our line. So there's specific rules that go with each reflection over the x and the y axis. So on A, we're at 1, 3. B is 5, 6. And then C is at 6, 3. For my new image, my A is at 1, -3. My B is at 5, -6. And then my C is at 6, -3. So what happened is my Y values change. So algebraically, the X will stay the same, flipping across the X axis, and then the Y value will change. And that negative just represents change. So we're going to change the Y to the opposite sign. So if it's a positive number, it's going to turn negative, and if it's a negative number, it will turn positive. So let's do one more reflection across the x. So reflection across the x-axis, find the x-axis, and then move the image. It's the same distance across on both sides. So if the image is above, the image is going to go below. So J is 1 space away. So do the same thing. H is 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3. G is 5. So I'm going to go down 5. And then F is 6 spaces. So every time they share the same X points, but the Y points are changing. So if you notice, F is both on the same line, just sharing -4. The difference is one's on +6, one is on -6. So let's look at the reflection across the Y axis. So the Y axis is the line that goes vertical up and down. So for this one, we're going to reflect it left and right. So our image that's on the left is now going to go to the right. Same concept as reflecting across the x-axis. It's the distance across is going to be the same on both. So Z is at 1, 2. So I'm going to do the opposite on the other side, 1, 2. Y is at 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do 4 on the other, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, or for X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So same size, same shape for reflection. So you can see our reflection across the Y. So let's look at the points in the rule for this one. So the original X is at -5, 0. Y is at -4, 5. And then Z is at -2, 3. The new shape is at 5, 0, 4, 5, and then 2, 3. So if you look this time, our x's changed. So when we reflect across the x-axis, the x will change, and then the y will stay the same. So y-axis, y stays the same. When it's flipped across the x-axis, the x stays the same. And then the other number will change signs. So our last one, we're going to reflect across the y-axis. So this one, since we're on the right-hand side, is now going to flip to the left-hand side. Same distance across. So there's M, 1 space away. N is 4 spaces. P is 6 spaces. And then Q is 2 spaces. So then we have our new reflected shape. So reflecting across the y-axis. So it's the same size and same shape.